Welcome to my channel. I'm Sugar Cutie Mystic, and today I just wanted to tell you a bit about this no dopamine detox that I've been doing and how it's kind of affecting me, because I think it's pretty interesting and kind of funny. And yeah, if you're interested in trying something like this, it might give you some motivation to do so. So a little backstory, dopamine is the chemical in your brain that you get whenever you get a reward. So when you complete a task, you get dopamine. Honestly, you get dopamine from a lot of things, like drinking a glass of water will trigger dopamine in your brain. So it's kind of everything, but there's a lot of things that we do in our daily life, especially modern life, that gives us huge blasts of dopamine for no effort. And what this does is it actually changes the brain chemistry of your mind, of your brain, so that it needs those huge blasts of dopamine to be motivated to do anything. So what happens is it causes people to be more apathetic. It causes them to be less involved in life. It causes you to have lower energy. It causes you to have lower endurance or stamina for tasks that are difficult. So when there's something that you have to do that provides very little personal reward, there's almost no motivation to do it, or it's harder to get that motivation to do it. These are all kind of effects of having lots and lots of dopamine all the time. So doing a dopamine detox, you actually change the chemistry of your brain again. You revert it back a little bit to a place where you start to get more dopamine for doing actual tasks that will benefit you, that will increase your life, quality of life, increase where you're going, and things like that, versus getting lots of dopamine from things that do nothing for you. So the things that you detox from, it's a whole day that you do it for. I've been doing it for 1 month now, so every Thursday, 4 Thursdays in a row. And the things that you detox from are technology, so that's your computer, that's your phone, that's your TV. You don't turn those things on for the entire day. You don't listen to music. You don't eat lots of junk food or any junk food, so you're not supposed to eat like chips, high sugary foods, just snacks that are really bad for you, you know, but taste delicious. No coffee. Coffee is a huge one. No coffee. No coming. That is an important one as well. And no substances. So that if there's any substances that you use in your daily life, you want to cut those out on your no dopamine day. Of course, you want to do this with self-awareness. So if you do have an addiction to something, if it's something like smoking, and it's really going to cause you a lot of problems to cut it out for the day, you know, you don't just throw yourself into it because you feel like it. Like, you can cut out the other things and keep whatever it is that you're kind of hooked on. If there is something that you're addicted to, don't feel bad about it. Just, it's okay. But if you can cut out that substance, or if you can cut out, you know, smoking or whatever it may be for just that one day, it will cause you a great benefit as well. So yeah, you cut all those out for the entire day. You do none of those things. You can go for walks. You can journal, you can meditate, you can reflect, you can work out, you can do any task that is hard and not very rewarding. You know, that puts in effort. It doesn't have to be too difficult, but it's effort with little reward. You know, you can hang out with people, you can talk to people. They're going to think what you're doing is crazy, in my experience, but everyone seems to be really inspired by it. So I say, yeah, you can hang out with people. Anything that really betters yourself but you wouldn't normally do because you have no reason to, and it's just easy to distract yourself, those are the things that you want to save for Thursday. So now I'll tell you a bit, or not Thursday. Thursday is just the day that works for me. It's the day I picked. Any work I try to do on a Thursday gets fucked up no matter what. I have never had a job where I've actually worked Thursdays for some reason. I always have Thursday off, and So for me, it's Thursday. Thursday's my off day now. But for you, it can be any day of the week. I know that a lot of people in the middle of the week wouldn't work. So whatever works for you, if you feel like trying it, of course, don't feel like you have to. So yeah, my experience with it. So the first few times, oh my God, it is so crazy how low energy and apathetic and just like, there's no point to life. That's what it feels like. We've all had those days where you've really felt like that because of the situations in your life or the circumstances that you're facing, that you have no will to live. No dopamine day, there is no will to live. Especially the first 2 times I did it. It's starting to get easier, I'm noticing, but the first 2 days I did it, it's like the amount of time I just spent kind of like laying like this on the bed with my head face down, just like, what is life? Life is so empty. You may not feel that way if you have a lot going on. I don't know, if you have kids or something, you may not feel like this vast amount of emptiness in your life. If you have lots of responsibilities, I don't know. But for me, there's not too much going on right now. So yeah, life feels empty as shit on a Thursday. The funniest thing is that the entire day, I'm just hoping that somehow I will receive delivery food for dinner. And it's like very funny to me that of all the things that give dopamine, what makes me the most excited, what makes me the most happy is the hope that I will somehow get delivery food, because having food just brought to your door and you just receive it, it's like woohoo, opening a package, that's super high dopamine, especially when it's food all prepped for you. But of course that doesn't happen. I have to make my food. I'm not going to have some magical delivery, but that's the thing I'm just dreaming the most about throughout the day. So I'd be interested, if you do try it, I'd be interested to know, like, what are you dreaming of on your no dopamine day? What is the saving grace that comes to your mind? Because for me, it's just delivery food. It's like, if I could have delivery food, life would be worth living. So yeah, and definitely you want to go into this knowing that you're going to feel really low, especially the first few times you do it, because you have no dopamine. You have none in your brain and you're used to so much. And you're going to get a little bit, like I said, from the things you do in the day. If you complete tasks, if there's some things that you wanted to do that you'll get done, you'll get a little bit, but it just won't be satisfying. And it's kind of funny to willingly choose this feeling versus have this feeling, forced upon you because of outside circumstances or struggling with depression. It's kind of like being in a depressed state by choice, which makes it a lot easier than being actually depressed, because you know that you are the one putting this on yourself and that you're going to come out the other side. It's just one day, right? And so the first few days were definitely difficult. I was definitely like just a little angry, very, very tired. It's a great day to catch up on sleep is what I'm finding. If you feel like maybe you're not resting enough, or I don't know. Yeah, I just sleep a lot. I do spend a lot of the day sleeping because I can. What else am I going to do? I find it very hard to do any of the tasks that I've set aside to do on the Thursday. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this today. This next detox day, I'm going to do these few things. And the motivation is just not there. There's just no motivation. The amazing thing is, though, the wonderful thing is, the saving grace of this experience is Friday, the next day after your dopamine detox. Oh my fucking God. I feel so good, you guys. I feel amazing. Today is Friday, so today is my day after, so I'm pretty high energy right now. I woke up this morning and I had 2 chips. I don't know why. I was just like, fuck it, I can eat chips now. I'm gonna have 2 chips for breakfast. 2, it was such a weird number, but I had 2 chips and an apple, and I was just like, whoa, this is a great day to be alive. This is amazing. I'm so happy, I'm so motivated. I find that your workflow, if you do it on a day that you usually have a lot of work to do or that you're working the next day, your workflow is just like boom, 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 boom. You're just like getting shit done. Everything is smooth. You feel so motivated. I feel so satisfied from like the smallest things. Like I said, 2 chips. Like we didn't have many chips left, so it's not like I could have had much more than that. But I just find it so funny that it's like 2. So specific. Why 2 fucking chips? But 2 chips. That was what I wanted. That was what I needed. Yeah, so I find that you're really motivated. You're really excited. High energy. Energy levels are just like back up. It's a total reset. If you find that you need more rest in your life, that you're not taking enough breaks, or you're not sure how to balance the doing and the action sides of life, this is an amazing way to do it, because your no dopamine day is the being, is the meditation, is the sleep, is the stillness, is the healing practices. And then your Friday, or sorry, I keep saying just the days that I'm using, but whatever days you pick, your next day is just like action for the win. You are so turned on. You are so ready to go and just like get your goals, whatever it is that you are up to that day. You're just going to be on fire, and it feels amazing. It really does. And it really increases your self-esteem as well, because it is a difficult thing. It is a hard thing to go through, especially like, you know, you can't tell anyone, you can't like text anyone that it's like a difficult thing you're going to, you know, you can't talk to other people except in person, of course. But you know, you don't get any little phone notifications. I don't even get that many. Like, you guys, I have like 2 friends that I talk to on a regular basis, maybe sometimes a couple like farther acquaintances. But yeah, I'm not someone whose phone is like blowing up. And yeah, I just like, I want to text someone. I want to tell my friend that this fucking sucks right now, that I have no will to live. So after you go through that day and you do it and you're like, okay, I made this commitment to myself. I'm going to do this because this is really going to benefit me in the long run. And you go through that entire day. The next day, ooh, your self-esteem is just like, yes, I can do it. I did it. I lived. I survived. And I'm being a little bit dramatic here, but honestly, it's kind of a dramatic effect. You won't realize how largely it's going to affect you unless you actually try it. It is kind of dramatic. It's kind of crazy. It's messing with your own brain chemistry, and what it will do is it will improve your memory, it'll improve your focus and your concentration. Like I said, your ability to do difficult things, your patience, your ability to wait for a goal to come to fruition instead of needing it right the fuck now. Because, you know, dopamine, we get so much dopamine with technology that we get into this mindset where we need things right the fuck now. We can't wait. We can't wait anymore. And this will make it so you can wait, and you can feel good about waiting, and you can feel joy from just like biting into a fucking apple. Just like, oh, I got to say something. I got to look at Instagram this morning. I'm so happy. Like, I don't even find the day after that I'm that, like, you know, you think you might have that rebound effect where you're suddenly just like fully into the dopamine. I need to use a lot. I don't even find that. I'm just way more satisfied from it. A few minutes on the internet, a few minutes looking on my phone, I'm far more satisfied than I've ever been. And it's amazing. And if you find like the week moves by too fast, it's also amazing because you have this one day that just, boop, no movement. Time stops. Yeah, I find it pretty funny. Like the first few times, I was ready to go to bed at like 7 p.m., guys. I was just like, okay, this day can end. I'm ready for the next day. This is so boring. You are going to be really bored if you try it. But it has so many benefits. And if you're interested in the benefits, definitely look them up, because there's a lot of people talking about dopamine. There's a lot of people talking about these kinds of things online. I'm not the best, most scientific source to, you know, tell you what's up, but it feels good, guys. It feels good. It feels like I'm just going out into the kitchen this morning like, woohoo! I'm out on the island with my parents right now. So it's just me and my parents, and they're just like, what the fuck, Laura? That's my name. What the fuck? What are you doing? Why are you so excited? I'm just like, woohoo! It's great to be alive. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for checking it out, for hanging out with me while I told you a bit about what's going on. And if you do try it, let me know, because I'd love to hear your experiences. Most people I tell that I'm doing this are just like, that's crazy. They think it's interesting, they think it's inspiring, but they're not going to do it. So, which is fine, you know, to each their own. One thing that I really love to do is play with restricting and limiting myself in different ways to see what effect and benefits it can have for me. And this is a beautiful way to do that. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.